2011, the Acura TSX sedan gets a few small updates and one big one. Let's see here. The beak has been freshened up and there are trim tweaks in the cabin. Opt for the improved navigation system and there's a better color screen plus 15 gigs of memory to store your tunes on. Fortunately, the Acura engineers left the driving dynamics alone. TSX has always been an engaging front-wheel drive four-door.
Sports sedans are an awful lot of fun to drive, but these days a lot of people are looking for the cargo carrying capability of a crossover. Well, this pretty much solves that dilemma, the TSX Sport Wagon.
Yes, Ward Cleaver did drive a station wagon, but stop and think about it. Beaver's dad was actually a pretty cool guy, and June had some style herself. That applies to the TSX too. It's one of Acura's best-looking vehicles. Here's the sedan version to refresh your memory. It can be had with a 6-speed manual transmission or a 280-horse V6 engine. The wagon only gets one powertrain, a 2.4-liter four-cylinder that makes 201 horsepower, and a 5-speed automatic transmission with fingertip manual control. TSX prefers premium fuel. Floor it, and 60 miles an hour comes up in just under 9 seconds. Not a rocket. It's almost 4 inches longer and 130 pounds heavier than the sedan. EPA-rated fuel economy is good, 22 city, 30 highway. The mid-size TSX can be flung around much easier than a crossover. Road noise is average, ride quality the expected, firm but not stiff. Anti-lock brakes have great modulation and good stopping power.
Competitors BMW 3 Series and Infiniti G37 are rear-wheel drive cars, TSX front-wheel drive, which is susceptible to something called torque steer. Under hard acceleration, the wheel can tug a little bit to the right. Here, not too bad.
This is what the driver stares at. There's style and quality here. The deep black cockpit is a bit dark. The wheel feels great, phones and iPods are supported, and heated chairs are comfortable, though a bit wide for thinner drivers during hard cornering. Acura's high-end sound systems rock. This one is no different. The nav system is operated here or with voice commands, no touchscreen. Looking for a fun road to carve up? Acura has loaded up routes that are very entertaining. I know this road and have to say, love driving it.
I've adjusted the seat for a comfortable driving position. Evil Twin, how you doing back there? Well, legroom is adequate. Footroom, a little on the tight side. This tunnel is a little substantial for a front-wheel drive car. Finally, the middle position here is raised. You're gonna want to put the shorter passenger here. Hey, by the way, why am I always in the back seat? Because I have the car keys.
That's a gripe, actually. Keyless ignition is not available on TSX. Sunroof? Yes. Panoramic glass? No.
The TSX sedan holds 6 packs of this stuff. The wagon? Well, we'll see. First, a tour of the trunk.
There's a shade to keep cargo out of sight, tiny cubbies, and one not so tiny to stash small stuff. Under the load floor, there's enough room for a laptop computer. All right, it's time, and the verdict is 8 packs. 2 additional bundles may not seem like that much, but remember, bigger boxes fit through the hatch. Sport Wagon swallows stuff a sedan could never handle. Most enthusiasts know that the TSX is what much of the rest of the world knows as the Honda Accord, which is larger in North America. The Acura has some big differences, though. The suspension is tuned for performance, and the wraparound interior is much different, much more dramatic. So what's the price for style and practicality? 32 grand. This loaded version is 35.5. Sporty, attractive, and very useful, this Acura has a lot to offer. Americans have been cool to wagons recently, but the TSX Sport Wagon makes a good argument that wagons are cool. Acura says they've made some engine tweaks that give the TSX slightly better fuel economy for 2011, about a mile per gallon. Why no V6 choice here? Well, because wagons are niche vehicles and offering multiple powertrains would get expensive. Considering what's happening with gas prices, the 4-cylinder was a wise choice. While I'd like some more power, the lighter front end gives the TSX a crisper feel in corners. Got to wonder what a 6 or even 7-speed tranny would do to performance and fuel economy.
Well, that's my take on the Acura TSX Sport Wagon. Let's give Acura a big hand for bringing this over. Why wagons aren't more popular in America, I will never know. This one blends the best of a sports sedan with a crossover's utility. They're terrific. Check out a wagon, people. You're really missing something. Of course, I drive a wagon myself. So I'm a little bit biased. That's Driven. I'm Tom Voelk.